Mickey. In this drive, I want to talk about a comment that I received a couple days ago on my video about the fact that the new GT3 Touring, the 992 variant, has a $100,000 markup from the dealer. Somebody was like,
Mickey, I've got a Carrera S. There's no way I would pay double for a GT3.
In my head, I'm thinking, shoot, this guy absolutely makes sense. Why did I even pay $236,000 for the GT3 Touring where I could have paid, $130,000 for a perfectly perfect 911 Carrera S? So after thinking about it for a little bit, I thought, okay, there's only two reasons why somebody would do this. Let me walk you through them. The first reason number one, you are an absolute daredevil when it comes to driving. Every single day, you've got to take your car to redline 3 to 4 times. You've got to take your car over 100 miles an hour 1 to 2 times. It's in your nature. It's in your blood to drive fast. And if you're this person, I guarantee you will definitely understand the nuance between a Carrera S and a GT3 Touring. Just bear with me for a moment. Listen to this. Guys, this car is an absolute demon. Every time you step on it, it just grabs you. It shakes your soul so deeply, so intensely that you feel awake, you feel alive, you feel so much happier. Literally, it's a switch to the happiness level within your body. And the moment you step on that accelerator, that happiness amplifies and amplifies and amplifies until it hits a crescendo when that engine hits 9,000 RPM. But the crazy thing is like, look guys, I don't live in a vacuum. I understand that most people aren't going to be driving their cars like I drive my car around every day. I understand that most people are more responsible and they don't have an interest in speeding around. Therefore, that person will definitely get 80 to 90% of what this car gives you in a Carrera S. Especially if you're thinking about the 911, 991.1 Carrera S that has that glorious 3.8 liter that revs to I think 7,600 RPM. Up until 7,000, you're getting the same feels, you're getting the same enjoyment. But if you're the enthusiast, the person that really understands the nuance from one car to the other, you are going to notice a difference. You are really going to notice where the $100,000 was spent. And it was spent right back here, right back in that thing. That's where the $100,000 is. So if you don't care about the engine, if you don't care about the feels, especially at that speed, then I definitely recommend you get the Carrera S. So reason number two why you buy a GT3 is honestly because you have about $100,000 in the bank available to waste. Like, to be frank guys, this car by no means is as good of an investment as a Carrera S. Now I know a lot of you guys are like, when it's a classic, it's gonna be super rare. Guys, look, the bottom line is that the regular Carrera holds its value amazingly well. Really. Like, I know most of you think that these things are going to climb to $500,000 and $600,000. That's just not the truth. The best case scenario is that they hold their value over time. Therefore, you're better off keeping the $100,000 difference, the delta between the two cars, investing it in something outside of a vehicle, right? It's a way better investment than parking your money in this thing. So if you're in a position where you have maybe $100,000 in the bank and you're thinking about going out and acquiring your dream car, the GT3 Touring, I would say think twice. I would say think about going out and finding a nice example 991.1 Carrera S for $90,000, $100,000, save the $100,000, put the $100,000 to work for you so that in the future, maybe the down payment for that Carrera S comes out as free and the eventual acquisition of the GT3 Touring becomes that much more reasonable. Like, I don't want you guys getting into debt for a GT3 Touring when, quite frankly, on the street, you're not going to understand the nuance between this and a Carrera S. The only way you're going to get it is if you're a true car guy, and that's why they make this car. The GT3 Touring was made for a car aficionado. Like, anybody normal off the road would drive this thing and be like, huh, what is so great about it? Like, honestly, the car is comfortable. The car feels like you're driving around in an automatic even though you're driving around with a manual. Like, the car just feels like it's a daily driver, just like a regular 911 does. And it's not until you hit that precipitous 9,000 RPM red line that you feel special. So guys, I hope that helps you make up your mind, like especially if you're thinking about putting yourself in an uncomfortable financial decision to get one of these. It's definitely not worth it. At least it's not for me, unless you have the money. Then at that point, guys, go for it and enjoy the shit out of it, because this thing, honestly, is super special. It is probably the most special car I've ever owned. Anyways, guys, I hope that you enjoyed that video. If you did, scroll down below, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe. I'm trying to pop out content like this every single day, and I hope that you have an amazing day. Take care.